I'm going to show you how to wire wrap a bead and how to link two wire wrap beads together. I'm going to be using 15 centimeters of 0.6 millimeter gauge wire, and you can use any size beads that you want, and the technique is the same whether your bead is big or small. So grab your wire and with your flat nose pliers just above the middle make a 90-degree bend. Then grab the wire with your round nose pliers just above the bend and make a loop by turning it around, and then follow it through with your fingers so you will have a full 360 loop, which you are going to take hold of with your pliers and have the top part going upwards at a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to take hold of it with my fingers and make 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to trim it as close as I can to my coil without damaging it. And I'm going to take hold of my coil with my round or flat nose pliers. So I've got my loop at the bottom and one long strand of wire at the top, and don't worry about the little edge, I will tuck that in after I've put the bead on it. So now I'm just going to feed my bead through. So it's just hanging above my coil, and with my round nose or flat nose pliers I'm going to make a 90-degree angle again just above it and let go. Now I'm going to put my round nose pliers just above that bend and loop it around, carry it through with my fingers. So when I take my pliers out, I now have another 360 loop on the other side, which I'm going to re-grab with my pliers, and again 3 twists. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to trim off the excess wire. And now is a good opportunity to just straighten your loops, because wire is quite soft so they can get misshapen. Tuck in your ends by squeezing carefully with your flat nose pliers, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Can be a bit fiddly, but don't give in until you've got it nice squeezed so that there aren't any sharp edges that might protrude when you're wearing it. Now I have a bead with 2 loops, one on each side. I'm just going to give it a little twist so they're both facing the same way, and I'm going to wire wrap another bead and show you how I attach it to this one. So I'm going to do the same thing again, 15 centimeters of wire, which I'm going to grab more or less in the middle with my flat nose pliers and make a 90-degree bend. Now I will take my round nose pliers and place them just above that bend and make a loop, which I will follow through with my fingers, and now I have a 360 circle, which I'm going to take hold of with my round nose pliers and make 3 twists. So this stage is the same as previously, and the difference is that once I've cut it and placed another bead on this wire, I'm going to grab it with my flat nose pliers and make my bend, my 90-degree bend, and then I'm going to grab it with my round nose pliers just above that bend, and I'm going to make my loop, but when I follow it through, I'm not going to pull it very tight, so there's a little gap in my loop, and that's so I can feed my first one through it, and I simply place it on the wire and then all the way through the loop. So now it will just hang down, and then I can re-grab my loop with my pliers, tighten it a little bit, the opening which I had to place the other bead, and I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And trim it. And just tuck in that little edge again to make sure that there are no sharp protruding edges. And now both my wire wrapped beads are linked, and you can carry on doing this to make a bracelet or a necklace or earrings, and they're always joined in the same way.